know that I just equated nationalism with cannibalism. I would say that that's a pretty accurate analogy, considering how much of a mass consumer nation America is. You know? Like, all we do is eat each other. Yeah, that's actually a really good analogy. That's probably the best analogy you've ever come up with, man. Yeah, I'm a genius without even trying. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's like people unknowingly support things. Like they go along with stuff that isn't logical because they think that's what they're supposed to do. They think that that makes them a good person or a good citizen. That's the elderly center. Let's go over there. Yeah, it's like people think that they're a good person because they just support something without fail. Wow, pitseleh is just as bumpy as Fiona. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Fiona's the name of my car. Pitseleh is the name of my bike. Any Elliott Smith fans in the vortex? Whoa! Come on, baby. That's Pitsy. Oh, shit. I didn't even bike that long. But I'm sure that people understand what I'm talking about. Just this allegiance that people pay to stuff that they really don't know that much about. And if they do know something about it, it's like typically it's a bunch of fabricated bullshit. I'm not saying it's all bullshit, but I'm saying that most of it is. What's funny is, like, I was reading this article about conspiracy theorists, and what I find so amusing about these articles that are invalidating the judgment of somebody that questions the narrative, it's so amusing, like, how these people tell on themselves. Because whenever they're describing their opponent, it's clear that they're also talking about themselves too, and they have no awareness of this. But what I find really, really funny about it is how anybody that's discounting a conspiracy theorist, or they're discounting somebody that questions the narrative, it's like they just assume that, like, oh, well, we should just trust you, you know? We should trust you because you know what you're talking about. more than this other person that asks questions and doesn't just believe what they're told. We should trust you. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't some real harebrained accusations out there, and people oftentimes will just declare something without having knowledge of it. I hope that people don't think that that's what I do, but I mean, I really don't know half the time if I'm doing satire or not. I'll be totally real with you. Like, I'm a serious person, but not that serious. Like, there's stuff that I really believe, but it's like, I'm not going to push that on anybody. I mean, y'all know how I feel about smartphones, but there's no sense in me coming down on people for it because it's not going to change their behavior. I mean, I guess that's why I have this channel. But I know that it resonates with people. I know that my opinion is right just because I see the evidence everywhere. It's not just like evidence of the people that sell you these products not having good intentions. You know, that's not really the issue as much as it is people just voluntarily turning into slaves. You know, that's more the issue that I have. But I think that that's the case with everything in America, whether it's technology, food, alcohol, drugs, apparel, just shit, you know, just a bunch of stuff, a bunch of junk. It's like whether it's junk that collects in your house or it's junk that collects in your mind, it's all the same, you know. Now, some junk is worse than others. I would say that pornography is worse. I would say that pornography is way worse than an addiction to pills, because at least you can stop taking pills. It seems like there's just all these temptations to look at porn everywhere you go. Just sex, violence, drama. This country is obsessed with drama. Whether it's drama in the news or it's drama that you see on social media that's sometimes related to the news, other times it's related to personal shit, you know. I see it all the time working in restaurants. It's just, there's so much of that people want to fester in. And I know that I've been guilty of that in my life with my own personal shit. And I was definitely addicted to studying myself. But I think that's the thing with cluster A personality types. We're just really invested in figuring things out, which I think is a positive thing. It might be kind of annoying to other people because, you know, we definitely have a lot more self-awareness and we're more inquisitive about, you know, why we do the things that we do and what motivates us and all that. Like, I wish that more people had that, because I don't think that we'd be in the place where we're at if more people would just question their inner workings, you know? I wish that more people had that curiosity. But I guess you have to be real fucking special to ask yourself questions like, why do I feel this way? Or why do I think that I hate this person? Is it really because I hate myself?